Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Srimate Nigamanta Mahadeshikaya Namaha. Getting into the 20th Paasuram gives us a great feeling that we have crossed 2/3 of Thiruppaavai. முப்பத்து மூவர் அமரர்க்கு முன் சென்று கப்பம் தவிர்க்கும் கலியே துயிலழாய் செப்பமுடையாய் திரளுடையாய் செற்றார்க்கு வெப்பம் கொடுக்கும் விமலா துயிலழாய் செப்பன்ன மென்முலைச் செவ்வாய் சிறுமருங்குல் நப்பின்னை நங்காய் திருவே துயிலழாய் உக்கமும் தட்டொழியும் தந்துன்மணாளனை இப்போதே எம்மை நீராட்டேலோர் எம்பாவாய். In the previous Paasuram, Andal and her friends were upset and disappointed with Nappinnai. Realizing this, Nappinnai quietly decided to help the girls by requesting Krishna at the appropriate time. At first, the girls thought that Nappinnai was angry. They tried to wake up Krishna in the first part of the Paasuram. Soon, they realized that Krishna may be quiet because the girls were angry with Nappinnai. So, in the second part of the Paasuram, the girls praise Nappinnai and direct their prayers to her. Let's look at the inner meanings of this Paasuram. The girls realize that they need to wake up Krishna by chanting his praises and mentioning his glorious acts. They use the following beautiful words and phrases recollecting his auspicious qualities and deeds. Mun Sendra. He helps his adiyars even before the trouble starts. Amarakku mun. He does this before all other devatas. Kappam tavirkum. He ensures that our fears are removed. Seppamudayai. He is devoted to his devotees, but for others, he is difficult to understand. Tiraludaya. He is powerful enough to defeat enemies of adiyars. Veppam kodukkum. He ensures that enemies of adiyars are trembling in fear. Kaliye. He is powerful, manly, and pure. Vimala. This act of going with other devotees to Perumal's Sannidhi, preferably in a temple, standing in front of him and waking him up with praises is called Suprabhatam, which is both karma and bhakti yoga. Incidentally, this is very similar to Thondaradi Padiyalvar's Tirupalli Ezhchi and other Suprabhatams like the popular Venkatesa Suprabhatam, Simhachala Suprabhatam, etc. Veppam Kodukkum Vimala. Right in the middle of her Suprabhatam, Andal throws in a Vedic verse and a philosophy on karmas with this phrase, which is the essence or saramsam of a sentence in the Kaushidaki Upanishad. At the end of an adiyar's time on this earth, he or she does not carry anything to Vaikuntham, including his sins and punyas. So where do they go? According to the Kaushidaki Upanishad, sins go to his or her enemies. Punyas go to other sadhus, meaning adiyars who have been with him or her. Wealth, if any, goes to the heirs. But a question arises. Who will ensure that this is executed, especially the allocation of the sins and punyas? Is there proof that this happens? A beautiful Paasuram from Periya Tirumozhi. Andagan siruvan arasar tham arasar kilayavan அணியிழையைச் சென்று என் தமக்குரிமை செய்யெனத் தறியாது எம்பெருமான் அருளென்ன சந்தமல் குழலாளலக்கண் 100 வருதம் பெண்டிரும் எய்தி நூலிழப்ப இந்திரன் சிறுவன் தேர் முன் நின்றானை திருவல்லிக்கேணிக் கண்டேனே. Alvar says, in Kaurava Sabha, the younger brother of Duryodhana, the blind king Dhritarashtra's son, Dushasana, approaches Draupadi and asks for physical favors from her. Not knowing what to do, she surrenders to Krishna. Krishna ensured that her sufferings were passed on to her enemies 100 times more. All the 100 Kauravas' wives lost their threads, Tirumangalyam, or their husbands. I, Arvar, saw this Krishna as Parthasarathi in Tiruvallikeni. Tirumangayarvar's Paasuram is the proof that Krishna will ensure the allocation of sins and punyas according to the Shastras laid down. In the very first Paasuram, we mentioned the special meaning of the word Neeratam. In this Paasuram too, they put a request to Pirati, Un Manalanai Ippode Emmai Neerattu. What does this mean? With Andal's blessings, the girls have now gotten a bit of jnana, enough to understand that Perumal is the Parabrahmam and that Brahmanubhavam should be felt and enjoyed by every Jivatma. The Upanishads have a vivid description of this experience. They say, just like one jumps into a cold water pool on a hot summer day to avoid the heat and enjoys the water, I entered the Brahmam to avoid samsara and enjoyed it. So, Andal and her friends seek Nappinai Pirati's help, she being the bridge between them and Krishna, so that they can also enjoy Krishnanubhavam. Having learnt about it, they cannot wait any more to experience it. So, they urge her to do it immediately. Ippode, says Andal, on behalf of her friends. This is clearly Jnana Yoga. Ukkamum Tattoliyum. Fan, Visiri in Tamil, and mirror. When the girls ask Nappinnai to wake up, she replies, I am awake and thinking how I should help. Please ask what you want. To this, the girls respond, please give us a handheld fan, ukkam, and a mirror, tattoli. On the face of it, this request sounds ridiculous. Having woken up at 4 a.m., waking up all their friends, and entering the temple, Krishna's palace, why should they ask for these? After all, they can get these in an ordinary shop during the daytime. A couple of reasons for this. 1. Ukkam and Tattoli are two representative items for the Pavai Nombu that they were performing. Receiving these two from Krishna means they have obtained his blessings. Even today, it is the practice to go to a temple and get blessings before starting something auspicious like a marriage, school education, big projects like house construction, etc. 2. The word ukkam can also be considered to be the shorter version of the Tamil word ukkam, which means enthusiasm. Andal may have shortened the same for rhyming. If this interpretation is taken, then ukkam means willingly, enthusiastically, with a positive approach, etc. Then the phrase ukkamam tattoliyum means showing the mirror to someone with enthusiasm. What is the significance of mirrors and fans to Perumal's Adiyars? At temples, a huge part of the puja routine to Perumal is called Shodashopachara, 16 upacharams or kainkaryams. Two of them are gently fanning Perumal and showing a mirror to him. These are special herbal fans made for Perumal from punugu or vetiver herbs. One of our great acharyans, Tirukkachi used to do this for Deva Perumal, Kanchi, and Perumal used to chat with him. Fanning Krishna with the ukkam and showing the tattoli to him are great kaingaryams. It is a blessing to get an opportunity to do such service. So, these girls actually asked for ukkam and tattoli because they want to do kainkaryam with genuine enthusiasm. This, of course, is a wonderful example of Karma Yoga. Hence, in this Paasuram, though it may seem that Andal tried to wake up Krishna directly, we can actually understand her messages to us about Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. Andal Tiruvadigalai Sharanam.